Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through my full deadlift workout. We're working up to a top triple at RPE 6. So I'll show you all my warm-up sets, kind of how I do my jumps to get there, and then we have a few back down sets as well. So let's get started. Also, just going to address this green box that you might have seen in the window in the background of the video. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I have addressed that over there. This window has been broken for a while, and in the summer it didn't really matter, but now that it's cold, I found that in the recycling, and it fits well to block out the wind. So that's what the ugly green box in the background is. It's garage gym life. So you saw my whole warm-up routine, same thing I did in my 4 a.m. wake up video. That doesn't change day to day, but on deadlift day, I add these planks in just to help warm up my adductors. And then we're ready to warm up on the bar. I have been leaving my gloves on until I get around 195 or so. Yesterday for squats, it was so cold out here. I left my vest and my gloves on pretty much the whole time. But usually when I get to around 195, I don't feel comfortable leaving the gloves on. So let's get started. So after I've done about 8 to 10 with 135, I will either jump straight to 195 or I'll do a jump in between at 165, just depending on how my hips are feeling. Today they are pretty tight, so we're going to go to 165 next and then move on from there. So my goal for today is to get to RPE 6 at 275 for a triple. A few weeks ago when the RPE was 6, I hit 265. So now that we're 3 weeks in, if I could get 275 at the same RPE, I would call that a win. So 195 might seem like a strange jump. Why not just go to 185 since it's just a 25? And that's what I used to do. But I don't like my jumps to get bigger. I like them to get smaller. And I found if I go from 165 to 195, then I can go to 225 and save myself that jump in between. It just makes it easier to take these off, throw the plate on, rather than having to possibly go to 215 and then 225 or 235 after that. So going to 195 saved me a jump here. 195 is also my last beltless warm-up, usually. And then the gloves come off because it starts to get a little slippery. Up next is 225. Usually this is where I grab my belt, and usually the first time I hit the chalk pole. So my next jump is going to be to 250 and then hopefully from there to 275. Alright, so it's time for 275. I'm not real sure how I'm going to edit this all together, but one thing you will notice is from 135 all the way up to my top set, my setups are identical. I treat the lighter weights like the heavier weights so that when I get up to my top set, it's second nature and I don't really have to think of anything as I go through my setup. So let's see how this goes. Alright, that moved a little bit slower than I would have liked it to, but all in all, pretty happy with it. So now back downs are 3 sets of 4 at 255. Alright, keeping it real, I only did 2 of my back down sets. Feeling pretty beat up this week. Yesterday's squat session was probably one of the worst I've had in a while. I ended up only working up to 225 again for my top set. It was an RPE 8, last week was an RPE 7. I was really hoping for 235. 185 felt fantastic. When I got to 215, it just felt like cement. So I just went to 225. My depth sucked, everything sucked about it. My back downs were 210 for 3 sets of 5 and an AMRAP. I knew the AMRAP was kind of out of the question, so I just treated it as 4 sets of 5, and I think that was the best call. I got the work in. Bench actually went surprisingly well. I worked up to 146. We have these little 5.5 pound plates, so I was able to beat last week by 1 pound, and it felt good. I brought back the bench block, which I used the last time I ran this program. I would use it like every other week or so and hit the same rep scheme that was programmed for the top set. So I ended up working up to 165 for 5, which was a rep PR with the bench block. I think I've only ever done 3 or so before at 165. So hoping that just gets me used to handling the heavier weight. My back downs, it was at 137. Just with how the day was going, I decided to keep it at 135 again. 3 sets of 5, and then the AMRAP. Last week I hit 9 and called it at 9. This week I got to 9 and decided to go for the 10th one, and as you'll see, we were so close. I was like this far away from the hook, and just I was even trying to use my body, couldn't get it up there, but that's okay. Finished with my accessories, and but today I woke up feeling pretty sore, and then I did just shovel. We got quite a bit of snow over the night, so shoveling before deadlifts probably wasn't the best idea. So the 275, like I said, didn't move as great as I would have liked to, but we got it done. By the time I got to the back down sets, I could just feel my form kind of starting to slip, so I decided to just call it there, and we'll finish up with the accessories. I have some stiff leg deadlift, pull-ups, and rows. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around for more content from a garage gym powerlifting mom, showing you that you don't have to be the strongest to be strong. Thanks. Bye.